Who is Jimmy?
Who is Jimmy? Good questions. I never mentioned that in my life. At one stage, I was in a refugee camp. We were allowed to have only 1 liter of water for all day. That's for you shower. That's for you drink. That's for you washing your mouth. That's for you washing your face. That's for everything. But if your decision 100% good and you find the right partner, if you think you will be doing in your life 50%, and if you have a right partner, you will do 90%. It took us to a very important and sensitive memories and point. I haven't said anything like that since when I remember. To be honest, I was very honest with everything.
Thank you for joining in for this episode of Solif Podcast, episode number 14 with Jimmy Odisho. Now, the reason why you're hearing this pre-episode video, if you may, is because me and my wonderful team did a big oopsie and a big fuck up. We forgot to hit record on Jimmy's camera, unfortunately, and we only found that out about 1 hour into the recording. We did figure it out eventually, though, and we have the recording from 40 minutes after. I could have gone ahead and released an audio-only version, but we have video. It's not that we don't have video. Do we have all video? No, we don't. But we have video. And so I promise this is not going to happen again. We will try not to have this happen again. We couldn't have re-recorded it because it would have been unauthentic. And that's just not how we do it. Okay? So with that being said, please excuse us. Thank you for understanding and enjoy the episode. First of all, hello again.
Hello, it's good to see you again.
How are you?
Very, very well. Good for today.
Why?
I'm happy that I see you here active, which is very good in this beautiful office, doing a great job. I'm glad to see you successful. That's what I'm looking for.
Thank you very much, man. Okay, I'm going to start with something very simple.
Go ahead. You'll be free to ask.
Since you don't know the show and you came here very blind, which I'm very glad of, we do this thing where you get to pick a number from 1 to 10. So go ahead, pick a number from 1 to 10.
I will pick 9 out of the 10. You're going to ask me why. I'll put my trust on you because from day one I saw you and I saw your team. You had something very special, more than all other friends. Something you got, like mentality different, the way you think is different, and I always put a trust on you that you were going to be something very good and very successful. And I still put my trust on you and my investment on you that you will be one day on the top location, and I will be proud of you. Because through my experience, I realize sometimes when I see people, I see the people in different vision. I will say this guy, he's very successful. This guy, he's dreaming for something very good. And that's what I saw on you, that you got something very special on your mind. And you always were talking about something very special, very different. So from that corner, I put a big trust on you.
Thank you very much.
And I'm not going to say 10 because there's nothing in the life perfect 100%. So I'm giving you 9.
Okay.
So it's almost 10.
I can work with 9. Well, thank you very much. I really try my best, man. The reason why I asked is because the start of the show, we get people to pick a number, and then I get them to look at the camera and introduce themselves in that number they picked. So for you, would be 9 seconds. But you're a person that introduces people, okay? So it's only fair that I introduce you today, and we kind of reverse it for a change. Are you okay with that?
I'm happy.
You're happy with that?
I'm happy.
Have you ever had someone introduce you before?
Well, in different
Formal way.
in different position, yes, I had, because I had few interview before, and occasionally it was on about real estate because I used to be an auctioneer as well.
Yes.
So I done few courses at different department here, teaching all the migrant people about what's real estate, what's an auction, what's the procedure to go through that. So I had few things like that on past.
Okay. Well, this one's going to be very different.
Okay, I'm happy.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I got 9 seconds and it starts now. And I can see the time right now. Today I've got Jimmy Odisho. He's a great friend of mine. He's a father. He's a family guy, husband too, right?
Husband.
He is the guy that you hear every single weekend saying, what a wonderful night, what a wonderful couple. He's a great man. He's also a Liverpool fan. He's one of my best friends out here in Australia. Give it up for Jimmy Odisho. Obviously, we don't have people clapping, so I'm just going to clap and add the effect. Yes, thank you very much. What did I miss?
I believe you cover a lot, but you miss the most deep part on Jimmy's life. Jimmy is not just MC. Jimmy he come very hard work. I arrived to this country 94, and I work very hard, very hard, and 30 years of working very hard. I see the result now that I'm a father of 5 kids. I built myself from below zero, where we came here, no skills of English, no money, no income, no language, no culture, but we come from overseas, from a refugee camp. We come here, we start ourselves, I build, I work hard, I study, I have a family, and I done so many things, and I'll help my community as much I can, and I'm proud of that. I done my duty.
Done your duty or still doing your duty?
I'm still doing it, and I will never stop until when I feel I'm over. Probably that's going to be after your wedding.
Probably a very long time. What do you think? Maybe 6, 7 more years?
Well, look, I can't say a number here, but I will say depends what I feel. But so far, I'm glad that I'm very happy with myself, and everything is going very nice and smooth. And I've got a motivation every day. It's increasing, and I'm happy that I've seen our community proven and much better and doing something very special, especially our wedding, our culture. It's getting bigger and bigger in Australia, and I'm proud of that, and I'm happy. I will do it as much as I can.
Out of all of that, if you were to pick one word to answer this question, what would you pick? The question is, who is Jimmy?
Who is Jimmy? Good questions. I will say Jimmy is a good father. Good father, and a person he believe in God. A person he believe in to help his people, his community, and that's Jimmy. I will be happy to help my community as much as I can, and that's my most important point in the life. And I've done that, and I will be doing this for the rest of my life.
That's more than one word.
Probably I gave you one line.
Okay. What is more important to you in life than being a father?
A good father, it's mean a good husband. And a good husband, it's mean a good businessman. And a good businessman, it's mean a good in my community, in my family, with my friend. And I always try to be a good and positive with myself first, and then with the rest. So your questions is very simple, but it got a lot of branch there. So I'm going through that. Jimmy, he's a good father, good family person, and he's tried to help as much as I can and to be good with everyone.
Okay. Are you always good with everyone?
Well, of course, I try to be good with everyone, and I'm very happy. I've done so far, everything's good with everyone.
That's very good, man. You don't always see people that talk about how they are happy in life We always get to hear the miserable parts.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm very happy in my life. If I'm not happy in my life, I will not be successful in my business. And that's something strategy what I believe in my life. If I'm happy at my home, I will be happy everywhere. And I am happy. And I'm successful because of my family, because of my kids, because of my family, because of my people, because of the trust what I put on everyone.
What was it like for you growing up?
Overseas or in Melbourne?
You grew up overseas, yeah.
Of course.
So childhood memories.
Well, I work overseas, always Middle East, especially in Iraq, it's very hard. But I finished diploma in Iraq on electrician department, but I never work in my life as electrician. This is something unique. First time I mentioned that, I got a diploma in electrician in Iraq, which is I study about 12 years in Iraq, and I got a diploma in electrician department, but I never work in that department because my love and my passion was not in that, was on building.
Really?
Yeah.
Building as in like building houses?
I was always thinking about how to become a builder, how to become involved in building, involved in housing, involved in renovation, involved in selling, buying. That's what take me to go all the way to real estate. So I came here, I work, overseas I study, but then when I study, it wasn't that much. But when I first arrived here, my head was on building, real estate, buying, selling. So I had always passion in myself that to go through that channel. So the first thing I done, I done a bit of study here at the start, doing a couple of courses here and then. I finished the 510 hours, which is that 510 was when migrant people arrive here, they were put in 510 for them to study. I finished that, and then I finished after that couple of courses, and then I went and I joined a real estate department course. That took me 4 years part-time to finish it on RMIT University.
510 hours, is that for language or?
For the language at the start, yes. Yeah. Obviously, in Middle East, in Iraq, we study English, but it was a basic English. When you don't practice, you don't get there. So when you first arrive here, there was a program then. You have to study. It's compulsory. You have to study 510 hours. And then after that, you do whatever you want, whether you want to continue TAFE or uni or working, it's up to you then. Yeah. So that was the case. I done that 510, and then after that, I started following a couple of courses after that. And then after that, I joined a real estate, full license real estate on 2000. On 2000, I got the certificate after 4 years studying part-time, which is in RMIT University, Burke Street in the city. I remember that when I got the license in 2000, I was very proud of myself to join a real estate, and I started working from day one.
In 2000?
In 2000. And yeah, that took me 13 years after that. And that 13 years, I always had believed myself that one day I will have my own office, and it's happened. After 8 years working for people as a salesperson, then I had the opportunity to open my own office, and that was a franchisee from Melbourne estate agent, and I was very proud of that. 4 or 5 years I had that office running very nice, very smooth. And then I said, it's enough, I have to change.
Really?
After 13 years doing the same things, yes, I said I have to change. But I did not change completely 180%. I changed maybe 50%. So I went to development. Instead of going through real estate, I started doing development.
What was development?
Development like a buying a block of land and build few townhouse, few unit, and start building here and there. And yep, I see myself now. It's better on that. I see myself better on that. It's real estate. It's a hard work, very hard work. There's too many hours. I believe sometimes people used to call me on Sunday, Jimmy, I got a property, I want to sell it. Would you like to come and inspect it? I couldn't say no. So I have to leave my family and go and surface that people and give him the right advice and follow that. Then after that,
Why did you say no?
Because they were, look, as a Jimmy personality, I can't say to people no. I'm helping the people. I try to make them all happy. At one stage, I work 7 days, 17, 18 hours a day. Okay, and I believe sometimes I had a call, honest to God, I had a call once. A guy here goes to me, Jimmy, are you doing a wedding tonight? I said, yes. He said, I'm sorry, but I have to put an offer on one property. I said, okay. So at 6 o'clock, I was signing the guy, the purchaser, to put an offer on one property. And that property was going auction next day on Saturday. On Saturday, I had no other buyer. So I called the vendor and I said, Mr. Vendor, I got an offer for you, but unfortunately I got a wedding. He said, which wedding you going for? I said, that wedding on that reception. He goes to me, I'm going to be there. So he goes to me, come and meet me there. So while I was doing the real estate, I was doing the MC, Master of Ceremony job. And then I saw the guy and I was talking to the guy and I make the guy sign the contract and I put the salt sticker on the board. Same night on Friday, where after the wedding, which is after 1 o'clock, I went and I put a salt sticker there. So next morning, Saturday, the property was sold, no auction. Yeah. So real estate, I can't say no to people, especially at that time. I was very motivated myself, committed to myself 100% to be 100% given to my business, and I was very happy with that. I believe one of the reasons make me successful, it's to help the people. Look, I'm going to make it much easier for you. If someone was going to inquire about buying a property, I was going to give him an advice to buy property, plus do his insurance, plus take him to the conveyancing, plus do this and this and that. So I was helping to the no limit. Some people, they ask me even, Jimmy, if you give me the number for removal guy. Yeah. And I was helping them with that as well. So I believe to be part of community and to be with them in the same channel, that one of the reasons making people successful.
I mean, I think part of it is because you have a passion for the job. If you didn't, you wouldn't do all of that.
100%.
Of course. Because you see a lot of people running around doing jobs they don't really care about, but they wouldn't put that extra mile into what they do. Like with you had a party at 7, something like that, 6 like that, yeah? If you didn't love what you were doing, you wouldn't have made the effort to make that call. You wouldn't have made the effort to be there. You wouldn't have made the effort to connect with the guy and try your best to get this thing sorted. And not only that, I can imagine after 12 o'clock, after a long night of emceeing, you'd be dying to go home because you're tired all night. And then what do? You go to the same place to finish the job at 1 o'clock. That's dedication. That's discipline. Not a lot of people have that.
That's what makes me special.
Oh, yeah.
Put a time, put an effort, and that's what I love to see on a new generation. That's what I love to see from people not relying on their parents. And I always mention that to my kids as well. Don't think the life it's easy. Don't think I make these things easy way. I work very hard on it. So I want you to work very hard as well. I want you to show me that you're doing that because you love to do that. A lot of kids these days, a lot of young generation these days, a lot of people, as you know, I've been a master of ceremony for 30 years in Melbourne. A lot of couples, they come and they sit next to me, which is they're getting married after 1 week or 2 weeks.
Of knowing each other.
Sorry?
1 week of knowing each other.
No. There is a couples, they're getting married. So just before the wedding, I sit with them to do the program, to go through the program. I see them, they got a problem with family name. Which family name we're going to call? You or her? I want to stay with my family name. So some issues, very, very simple. It's easy to avoid that, and they complicate themselves on that. And from the other corner, I see couples, they very understand each other. They very believe in each other. They trust each other. They got a passion to each other. And that's what make me comfortable and see this couple, it's going to be successful. So this is very important. You have to know what are you doing. You have to know what are you talking about. You have to know how you believe in that. You have to know the way you want to go. You have to work hard. You have to build yourself by pushing yourself. You can't get successful with relying on people or just going to work 7 hours, 8 hours. No, it doesn't work like that. I always mention that even to you. I said, if you have your own business, that's much better, because your own business will get you there quicker than working for people. And you have to trust yourself and believe in yourself, and that's what make you successful.
Some people, I think it's harder for them to open their own business because it takes them more time. They need to work for people at the start. Some people think that as soon as I start working 1-2 years and then I have enough money to open my own business. I think that's very rare. Like, you need to work for someone like a drug dealer or something like that for you to be able to do that. Known people, they can't do that, right? And you need to basically eat shit for like 5 years, 6 years, so that you can, be good for the next 10, 15. And I believe people like you and I, when we came here, we had to go through that. And you didn't have an easy life when you came, obviously.
No. I work every single thing you believe it. When I first came here, the first thing I done, I started working on the furniture. People will never believe Jimmy working in the furniture. Yes, I work in the furniture for nearly about 3 years. And then I moved from that job, which was sanding, painting, in the factory base. I worked from that. I went and I started working in a big warehouse. It used to call Franklin's Warehouse. I worked nearly 3 years there, picking and packing, and it was a very hard job. All day you have to pick and pick and pick and pick and pick. If you don't pick, next day you will never get a job again, because we were working as a casual. So that job was very hard as well. But I proved myself. I was working 6 days. And if they need me 7 days, I used to work 7 days. And I put a hard work. Sometimes they used to ask us to pick 145 items, which is boxes, from the aisle in 1 hour. And I used to pick 180, 190 an hour. And why? So I can secure next day to be in the business, working. Otherwise, we used to work for a company, it's called four staff agency. And that four staff agency, if you don't prove yourself, next day they pick up someone else. And I used to prove myself. I'd done that in the furniture. I'd done that on Franklin's Warehouse. Then from there, I went and I started working. That Franklin's shut down in Melbourne. So that four staff agency, they gave us opportunity to go and work for Carlton United Brewery, making a beer in Melbourne. And I went and I started working there. And guess what? I was getting at that time, and I'm talking in 1990, let's say 1998, I was getting $26 an hour. But my job was very basic, routine job, every day, same things. get the box, put it here, stay on the machine. If there's anything going wrong, please try to fix it. It's something very normal. So I said, I'm not going to stay here. I saw people, they were there for 30 years. And I said to myself, well, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be working in the factory for 30 years. No. The money at that time was a perfect money, $26 an hour. But then I said, I'm not going to work here. So I left. I started working as a taxi driver. Why? Because it was your own driving, your own business, and you're driving your own car. No one interfering on your time. And I done it. And then from there, I started doing a few things after that. So I done so many jobs. It wasn't easy, as you said. It was very difficult for me to start from day one until now.
Why do you think there was that need for you to keep pushing? Why did you feel like you always had to prove yourself? Who were you trying to prove yourself to? Was it for you or was it for someone else?
Look, I always try to prove for myself first, because that's feeling coming from inside that I need to be successful. I need to push myself. I got no limit. I need to prove myself. I need to be keeping myself on the top level. Why I should be normal? Why I'm not going to be succeed? Okay, my dad done it in Middle East. Okay, I came here. I was 21 years old. So, and I said, I'm still young. I can do it. And I had a feeling that one day my family will need me. And it's happened. When I first came here, I came by myself. Then I support 6 members from my family from Iraq to Jordan, from Jordan to here, working very hard to get them here. And I had 6 or 7 members from my family to be migrant from all the way from Iraq to Jordan, Jordan to Melbourne, and they all now successful here, and they all have a citizen now here. And my brother, he's an interpreter. My other sister, she's a teacher. My other brother, he's got his own company, painting company, and they're all successful. So if I never had that feeling inside myself and to be successful, I never had my family here. So that's something has to be building from inside. I want to be different. I want to be successful. And that successful has got no limit. The limit of that, it's when you finish, when you die. That's when you stop that. But so far, I'm very happy that I still have that motivation to keep me ahead and ahead and ahead. Next question.
No, I was going to ask you about your childhood, really, because the way that you think, the way that you work, I wonder if you got it from one of your parents. Is any of your parents like that?
Look, my parents, basic people, normal people. They work very hard, but they had no dream. They had no skills to be different. It's a different when you live. It's a different look. Our generation, we suffer a lot. I'll tell you what. When I was 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, I was in Iraq. I was studying. Then I saw myself, there is a war going through Iraq, in Iraq, and what I'm going to do here. So I decided to run away from the country. And it's happened that I ran away from Iraq. I went to Turkey. I stayed 3 years in the refugee camp in Turkey. And then that 3 years built me up. That 3 years make me feel, you know what? I'm somewhere I need to see myself. I have to prove to my dad, to my family, to my friend, to myself that I'm not going to be same Jimmy the one in Iraq. I have to be special. I have to be successful. So what's the point for me to sacrifice myself leaving from Iraq, going to another country and be a normal person? That what keep me motivated. And I said, I have to help my family. I have to get my family out of there. I have to support my family. And that's what I done. I support them. That was a part 2 on my life, to support my family and get them out of the country and to be in the safe side. And I done that. And then my dream second, it was to have a family and kids. And I done that. And my third dream was to be successful and prove to myself and to my family that I was different, and I done that. And the fourth dream, to stable my life and keep the family and raise my kids in a safe way and educate them and help them and put the trust on them as well, the way I grow up.
You say Turkey kind of changed you, yeah? Living in Turkey. Something.
Refugee camp changed me a lot.
What did it do to you?
A lot. Look, from someone, I left my house in Iraq where I had no idea how to make tea. I had no idea because I was independent, everything on my family, on my mom and my sister and my brother and everyone. But when you live by yourself and you're 18 years old and you don't know how to make a tea, you will be facing the reality of the life and how you prove yourself that you're going to be a survivor here. How are you going to survive in a refugee camp where there is a 70,000 refugee camp there? And you know what? No one will give you the opportunity to have whatever you want. And the life on a refugee camp, we were living in tent. So we had to get the water from 2 caves. We had no electricity. We had no power. We had no water supply. We had no brick veneer. We had only normal tent, and we have to live on that. And when winter come, we have to prepare for that. So the life over there, it was, sometimes I used to sit and listen to a friend of mine. They used to say, I was a soldier and it's a very difficult to be a soldier. But then those friends, the one they used to talk about soldiers, they said refugees were more difficult than that. At least in a soldier or an army, they give you a food ready. But over there, you have to prepare everything. And guess what? We had no shopping there. We had no market to go and buy there. We had to cook. And we had limited food. And sometimes I remember we were 3-4 guys together in one tent. We used to get up in the morning. We are allowed to have only 200 grams of bread. So you have to occupy with that. You have to live with that. And that's what made me grow up. And then I remember, Fidel, I do remember that. I used to always pray there. And I used to say, God, you gave me the challenge to leave from my country, Iraq, to go to Turkey. Now I'm in the middle of 50,000 refugee camp. Are you going to help me to live here? And I was promising myself, if I leave there, I will be the first thing to do to be good with God, to be good with my family, to be good with my friends, to be good with my community. And I always go straight way, no left, no right. And that's what I promised myself, and I trust myself, and I've done it.
So do you really think you wouldn't have been able to make it without God's help?
100%. I believe in that. Without God believe in that, I always my life, I tell you what, small story, maybe this is going to be out of that. When I was in Iraq, I used to ask my God, please give me power to pass this test. And it's happened. And just before I leave Iraq, I said, God, give me power to leave Iraq. I don't want to stay in Iraq, because I had one brother was being killed as a soldier in Iraq war, 1988. So I said, please give me, God, a power to leave. I trust you. I need to leave Iraq. And it's happened. And you know what? In a way, we had 3 days in the mountain, between the boundary of Iraq and Turkey. In that time, I was praying every 1 hour, can you please, God, give me the power to live here, give me the opportunity to leave this country and to face better life. And he gave me. And then after that, please, God, let me be safe, let me get to Turkey, and it's happened. And please, God, let me leave Turkey to go to any other country to help my family, and it's happened. And please, God, I still prayed. Please, God, I need to have all my family around me, and it's happened. And God always listen. And please, God, give me more help. Let me get married, and it's happened. Please, God, give me a help to have good kids, and it's happened. Please, God, give me a health and successful, and it's happened. Until this day, I'm asking same God, which is my God and your God, to help me, and I will never stop asking my God from help.
What do you think? Because, like, you know how when you talk to people and they say that God is not like a wishing factory, how is that different?
Look, anything, it's what's on your head. It's what you believe. It's what you grow up. Like, what's the benefit for me to not believe in God if I don't have anything to believe? So,
Or it's not believing. It's not believing. So you know how you were saying it in a way where there's praying and there's asking for miracles. Was that praying or was that asking for miracles?
The praying, it's always good. I think always the faith is good to pray. That makes me comfortable, you know. When I walk to the church and sit on the church and pray for my God, and I say, please, God, give me the strength, give me that power, give me that energy, give me that things, I feel very happy. And ask, it's something where I believe it's my relation to God. I feel when I ask for my God, I say, please, God, help me. He's listening. So why I should not ask? I believe I'm doing good with my God. So I feel very close to my God, and I love that. I love that, to be honest. Some people, they think, when they came here, they say, we don't believe this, we don't. Look, that's your business. My business, I believe in Jesus is a God, and I believe in God, and I believe in to be a good person. To be a good person, that will make you comfortable, okay? To be a good person, that will make you go on thinking that I'm confident that I can reach the other life as well, okay? Whatever it's prepared, I will do it. I believe my church. I believe my God. I believe that I have to be a good to the last second of my life. That's my duty. That's what I believe.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
Of course. Why? I believe in afterlife because Jesus said, which is, I believe my God, and do be straightforward with yourself, be honest with yourself, love your enemy like yourself, and then you will get to on the heaven. So my God's telling me there's another life. Why I shouldn't believe? I should believe there's a God. I believe there's another life, and I believe in future.
What do you imagine? Like when you say afterlife, what comes to your head?
It comes like, look, there's a lot of fanatic people. They believe something very bad or very good. I believe always something good. Always something. I don't dream with something bad. I believe. Look, I'm honest with myself. I've been honest with my family. I've been honest all my life. I do everything the right way. I try to be always good. So what's going to happen? What are you expecting from someone? If I be nice with you all my life, why you should treat me bad? There's no point for that. So this is same case. If I'm good with my God and I try to be good with him all my life and I serve my life and I do my duty here and I help the people and I believe in him 100% in my life. If someone asks me, do you believe God? Yes, I believe in God. I believe Jesus. I believe that. So if someone asks me that, I believe that. Yes, I do believe. And I respect what you believe. Whatever you believe, I respect it and I believe that. So let me believe what I respect and what I believe. And I believe, yes, it will be something very good. And I'm excited to see that. Maybe one day we meet up over there. We do another interview up there.
Can you imagine?
Why not?
Imagine, do you think you'll make it?
Everything is possible.
We need an editor, brother.
Look, everything's possible. Now you will find everything's easy over there.
Really?
More prepare.
Really?
100%.
To have a studio set up and all.
Well, 100%. 100%. What do you believe? It's impossible here. It's going to be very easy over there.
Just making me excited.
Oh,
Just
100%.
walk to the studio and that's it.
Oh, it's plus it's going to be everything's there. Not 5G.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be.
4K cameras.
Oh, maybe 14K.
Maybe 14K.
Yeah, 14K.
Well, you never know. All right, guys, you heard it here first. Solif from heaven. But I want to ask you one more thing.
Go ahead.
Do you think we can live? Because, like, when you think about afterlife, you think about heaven and hell, yeah? Do you think you can live heaven and hell while you're alive?
Sorry, I did not get your questions.
Okay. You know how afterlife is basically consisting of heaven, hell, sometimes purgatory in between.
Mm-hmm.
You die and you go to hell, you die and you go to heaven based on what you did. Do you think some people, or do you think we live in a way, or some people live in a way that they're alive, but they're still living through heaven or hell? Like, you know how some people say, oh, my life is a living hell, or I feel like I'm in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling? Like you were telling me right now, you're happy, right? When we first started, you said you're happy.
Yep.
And that's basically what you feel in heaven. And if you said that you're feeling miserable, then you would be living in hell. Do you feel like some people make their lives like that? They live a living hell?
Oh, here you mean?
Yes.
Of course. Look, the way you want your life to be going, you will. It all depends on you again. Sometimes people complicate their life too much. People put in pressure on their life too much. That's what make their life miserable. And they say, oh, we're not happy with that. But take it very simple. Jesus said, live day by day. Jesus say, have a look all the birds on the sky. They don't think about saving food on the storage, but they have their food every day. So I believe, like, you know what? If you live your life day by day and leave everything on the God, it will become naturally happy inside your heart. So I wake up every morning. I say to my God, thanks God. So that's make me comfortable. Some people, they wake up in the morning here, according to what you said. Some people wake up here and they say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. Hey, take it easy. Okay, you got a plan. You got a few problem, appointment here and there, but you know what? Remember, end of the day, part of the life to thanks you God. If you keep that faith on your head, if you keep that things on your head, you will be successful always. You will be happy. You will be comfortable. I wake up in the morning. I say, thanks God for everything, for making me survive today. I'm very happy with my wife at this moment, with my kids at this moment. Okay, because who knows? Maybe in 1 hour I will be finishing from here. Okay, so my point is, make yourself happy, believe in day by day. That's what makes you honest with yourself, and you will live your life good. But if I say, you know what, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do, hey, wait, maybe you're not going to make it. Live your life day by day, moment by moment, and trust your gut. Put a faith on your heart. Okay? People saying there's no life, people saying my life is miserable here, because you believe in that. You're making yourself believe in that. So, okay, the other way, the opposite way, I'm making myself believe in that I'm happy. I am happy. What else I want? Okay, if I compare myself now to the people in Africa, if I compare myself now to the people what's happened in getting killed every day in all the other Middle East country, okay, I'm much better than them. If I compare myself now, from now to when I used to be in a refugee camp, we had no food, we had no water. At one stage, I was in a refugee camp. We were allowed to have only 1 liter of water, 1 liter of water for all day. That's for you shower, that's for you drink, that's for you washing your mouth, that's for you washing your face, that's for everything. 1 liter a day. So if I compare myself then to now, I should always appreciate my God, and I'll say, thanks God for whatever you gave me. That's what you should say. I'm happy. I'm happy because you know what? Today is better than yesterday. And I should believe that. And I should thank God for that. That's what makes you happy.
Well, I think if you don't really think that today is better than yesterday, then you probably had a very bad day.
100%.
And, if you're not moving forward with your life, every day you wake up, you try to have a day that's better than yesterday, how are you going to progress? How are you going to become a better person?
Well, some people, you know what? Some people, they wake up in a bad mood. You shouldn't be like this. You should wake up and you had, I'm not going to say a dream, at least be happy with yourself. At least trust yourself. You're still alive. Okay? You're still alive. You have food on your table. You have a drink there. Compare yourself to the one in Africa. You will say, oh, you know what? Thanks God. If you don't believe in God, just say it's better than yesterday. Better than people in Africa. So that's where we should be honest with ourselves and at least treat ourselves like, hey, this is the truth. Okay? Now it's better than yesterday for me. Okay, I don't know about tomorrow, so I'm living now. Fidel, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people will never ask themselves these questions. I'm going to take you a little bit from this reality to different reality. I worked very hard for the last 30 years. And I always ask myself a question. You know when you go home, you have shower, you eat something, and then you sleep. Can you control that sleep? What's my question is, you will be sleeping for 8 hours. You go into different life. Are you dead? Your body is there. But are you there? Can you see the life? No. Can you dream what's happening? No. Can you feel what's happening? No. What's happening around you, you can't see anything. So, reality, 8 hours, you're out of this life. You're out of this life. You're in the God tent in that 8 hours. So if you get a minute with yourself and say to yourself, hey, what's simple for me? It's to live this life. It's very simple. A lot of people, they sleep, they never wake up. So that 8 hours you out of this life. So whatever you do, you don't know if you're surviving tomorrow or not. So my point to you, you work hard, be good, but in the same time, be honest with yourself, with other people. Try to be a good. Try to build something. People will say, build something for yourself as a good and a perfect way. Try to be good with everyone, because you know what? If you stay there, if you leave, that's it. It's gone. Okay. So I believe we are nothing. We are nothing. We are human being. We are human being. We live. We work 8 hours. We enjoy 8 hours, and we sleep 8 hours. That 8 hours, I'm out of this life. So reality is, I got 16 hours for me, 8 hours it's for my God. So I can be punished at any time, at any day. So let me be honest with myself and trust myself that I'm going to do something good. So later on, whatever happens, I'm happy. And I tell you what, I believe myself. Whatever I do good, I find something good. I find something good. End of the day, no matter how much you do good for people, for friends, for family, for community, for everyone, and you know what? God give you that from different corner. Honest to God. Sometimes I see myself, God gave me everything. Thanks God. He gave me everything. What else more I should ask? Nothing. I just want you to be close to me, and I love you and respect you, my God. I think we've been talking too much about this kind of stuff, isn't it? We should leave to different department, isn't it?
Really?
It's up to you.
What do you think happens when we sleep?
Sorry?
What do you think happens when we sleep?
I believe your spirit goes somewhere. Your body while is there. Sometimes you see dreams, isn't it?
Yeah.
In that 8 hours, you see dream. Sometimes you wake up and you are scared. Oh, I saw something very bad and like that.
It's very real, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you feel comfortable. Sometimes you don't see anything. So I believe that 8 hours, your spirit, it's out of your body or somewhere else in relax or in break or in something, and your body is there. So that's why when I go to sleep, I pray and say, God, it's up to you. If you want to keep me, if you want to take me, it's all about you. If you think my duty here finish, my service finish, take me. I'm happy. So I got a faith on you and I got a trust on you. So do whatever you want. And you know what? To be honest, Fidel, I sleep very well. Yeah. I sleep like a baby.
It's very relieving.
I sleep like a baby. When you be honest with yourself, you sleep very good. Have you tried that?
I have hard time letting go sometimes.
Because you're too much on your IT guy. You're too much on Facebook, on Instagram, on this and that.
Not even that. Like last night, my ritual was to go to sleep. Like I always try to go to sleep 1 hour or like 30 minutes before any interaction with any social media, anything like that. So I just leave my phone to the side. I came back home, I ate, I sat down for like an hour, I talked with a friend, and then the last 30 minutes it was just laying in the room with the music. And that's it. Just
good.
me and my music.
That's good.
Right.
And do you believe in God?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you pray?
Not always. I think last night I did, but not always.
Look, I will give you small advice from the older brother. Try always pray between you and yourself. Be close to the God. You will have very good friend on your side. And believe me or not, that's what's happened with me. I told you the story. From Iraq until now, until this moment, I pray for my God every day, sometime every hour, sometime every opportunity. When I jump in the car, I say, God, when I walk to something, before when I walk here, please, God, be with me. And you know what? Make all the doors open for me. Make everything's easier for me. Like I'm sitting here and talking, answering all your questions. And you know what? I don't care because I feel there's something supporting me from the back, which is my God.
I'll tell you something crazy that happened to me. I'm more skeptical, right? I'm more like, I need to see the thing for me to believe it. I'm not always like fully believing kind of guy. Something happened in January this year.
This year?
Yeah. And so I've always like been in the church and whatnot, and I always used to go, but I'm not sure. Like I don't agree with everything about the church, so I'm always like having fights with priests. I'm always having arguments with my friends. I'm always like putting my points into the discussion, which is all right. Like you can have your opinion, they can have their opinion. It's a healthy discussion. You learn, they learn. Okay. Before starting all of this, I was really stressed out in December, and I made a few questionable decisions in my life. I had to let go of some people. I had to force my way into some things with this podcast. I had to like knock on a lot of doors to get this whole thing going. And I remember in January, I was in Sydney and I was in a mess. It was an open on nature kind of mess. So if you remember, they did the convention.
The convention,
right? And I was just standing at the top, like, you know, all the way at the back. And it was like very open and you can feel the nature over there because it's not enclosed areas. And they played this hymn. And this hymn is the reason why I still go to Sunday Mass every single Sunday, or I try to. And when they played this hymn, I try to immerse myself as much as possible because they played it and something clicked right that moment when the first note started, and I felt my soul leaving my body just in that exact second. Okay, I felt very disconnected. I was standing there, but I wasn't standing there, if you know what I mean. Like I was there, I was aware of the surroundings.
Yep.
But I felt like I was being taken somewhere else.
Yep.
It could have been the music, could have been the whole thing, you know, it could have been the words of the priest, it could have been the nature, it could have been all of them together, right? And I saw a vision, right?
That's good.
I saw a vision. I was elevated all the way up. Something with the clouds. A cloud gave hand to me, all right? And it felt so surreal. Like, I'm not a bullshit type of guy. I'm very straight to the point. I'm very straight and honest. So something like that, if it happens to me, I'm like, whoa, that's new, all right? And because it was a lot of things that were happening in my life that I questioned, maybe it was my subconscious mind, maybe it was God talking to me, but all I could see is I was on a cloud and right underneath me is like everyone else. And when I look up, the clouds shaped the word belief, right? In the cloud shape in the sky. And I was like, okay, that's strange. And then everything just ended, okay? And then yet again, like maybe a week later, I went back to Mass again, the exact same hymn, the exact same place, not the exact same place, like in church in Melbourne, the exact same setting. I tried to immerse myself and it happened again, okay? And so every now and then these things happen. That's why I'm not so much of a skeptical anymore, because these spiritual things do happen. And I do fully believe that there is a spiritual thing to it. Like we're not just a walking body.
Correct.
Right? So it's crazy.
No, I'm glad that you've seen that, and that's maybe good signs for you to believe in more and to wake up more. Look, I always say it's good to believe. I always say to myself, it's good to believe. I love myself when I walk to church to sit and pray, and I feel much comfortable. I feel much comfortable. I feel much like something very heavy from my bag. I just throw it there and I leave. And I love to be believing that. And I love when I read the Bible as well. When I go through that word, I believe that's not something normal It's something from God. It's something telling us we have to be. Look, for someone sacrifice his life for us, I think it's good to go through that. What's my other questions, brother?
How the hell did you end up being an MC?
All right, good questions. I was expecting that questions from you.
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. Look, we're going to go back again when I was in Turkey. We were in a refugee camp. We were on one department of all full refugee singles people. So I started making an idea, like the way you make an idea now to build yourself bit by bit. I started making an idea, why we sitting here and not doing nothing? Okay, refugee camp, it's all about wake up in the morning, go and get the water from 2 cases, bring it, make tea, eat something very easy, very simple, and then walk to the refugee camp between the lines, come back, sleep, wake up next morning. There's nothing, no activity, no nothing at all. So I said to myself, we live in here and every day we losing, it's going from our life. So let me do something, at least make me comfortable. Make me comfortable. So I pick up about 20 or 25 guys. I said, boys, you know what? Let's have an idea. I got an idea that's every day we sit in one place and we put, let's say at that time was maybe, comparing to now, maybe it's $2. At that time in Turkey was maybe about 100 lira. Let's do like this. Let's put some food on the table, okay? And let's together make something different activity. So I start getting the guys there in one place and I start doing bit of show there and I start talking there and I had that ability to start doing that. And then when I first arrived here, I saw there is no MC here. We had no MC in Melbourne. We had a couple of singers, they singing. As soon as they singing, everyone's walking in and no singer, no professional singer, no professional master of ceremony here, where no professional master of ceremony to know that we got a plan. So what I did here, I said, I remember me and my cousin, Odi, he arrived just before me. He goes, I'm going to be a singer. And I said, I'm going to be a master of ceremony. And I said, I remember at that time when I was doing that language time, 510 hour, I was asking my teacher, is there any way I can be a master of ceremony? They said, what's a master of ceremony? I said, go to the wedding, be broadcasting, be like that. She goes to me, let me find. And she found 2 courses for me at that time. Yeah. That was, one of them was speech on a manner and public speech. And I started doing that and I passed that 2 courses. And then I came to my community and I started doing, since 94, 95, 96, free MC. And for free. Okay. And guess what? When I first arrived here, I arrived with 100 boys to Melbourne, all from refugee camp to Melbourne. And I was the MC for each person of these people for free.
Oh, Lord.
I done all of them.
Like 100 parties.
Exactly. I done all of them, and then it started be expanded. And then those friends start telling, okay, I got cousin, he want to get married. I got sister and like that. Mm. And I start, and you know what? It becomes different. Before we used to have only Iraqi wedding. Now it's developed. It becomes something very special. Now I have to sit with bride and groom, with a couple. Sometimes he's get married into Aussie, to Italian, to Greek, and they are specified. They need something very special, and you have to go through every items separate. And so I started planning myself to be something more serious. So I start doing the program. I start doing this. Now I have to type all the. I meet up with the bride and groom. I sit with them. I do all that, and I go through every single items what they want. You know, it's the most special day on their life. So they asking, we need this song, we need this play, he's going to play. So there's small details a lot there. I have to go through all that. And thanks God, I've been proving myself for the last 30 years. I've been doing that. And now everyone's happy.
Oh, hell yeah. Best in business, man. Come on. You're the voice of the Northern Suburbs.
Well, I always try to be good, and I always try to keep myself happy with these people and motivate myself, keep the and you know what, sometimes you have to put a lot of effort. It's sometimes that you love. I see myself passion on that. There's a lot of small details on that. Sometimes, now there's a few guys going to be an MC here, so they don't know what's to do. They asking. There's a lot of things behind the scene. There's a lot of things that you have to know before you get to that industry. It's small details that you have to be with bride and groom, with band, singer, and all the musician there, plus preparation with the venue place, and preparing all that is not easy. So sometimes I put an effort too much to go to small details, and helping a lot of bride and groom to make the best way for their wedding to be amazing.
What's the most draining part of the job?
The hardest part?
The most draining, something that drains you, like takes all your energy out.
The hard things, it's if something happened at the wedding. Okay. Like, sometimes you prepare everything, you book a wedding, and 2 weeks, 1 month before that, the couple split. That make me very uncomfortable and unhappy, because you know what? Why this couple, they were going to get married next month, and it's happened that they now separate. Is that because they don't understand each other? Because they haven't spent time with each other? Because they haven't be serious with each other? And that's something that things make me uncomfortable with that. And sometimes there's a small issues as well. When you go to a wedding, when a bride and groom sometimes are fussy too much, they need everything to be 100%, but sometimes you can't control things. For example, people get late a little bit. Our wedding sometimes they start at 8:30, where they expecting the wedding to start at 7:30. You can't control that. Okay, if there's a guest there and the guests are not arrive, so you can't start the wedding. You have to wait until when everything's finished. The program says 7:30, yes, but the people are not there. Do you want me to start? I can start. No, we can't. So to delay that, all the program will be complicated then. Then you have to push, you have to cut this corner, do there, go there, and make sure that the reception will be occupied with you for the main course and all that kind of stuff. So that things make me and pressure a little bit. But beside that, thanks God, everything's okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Thanks God.
What is something that you wish couples did but they don't do?
Was that again?
What is something that you wish these couples did but they don't do it?
Look, I always mention that I love to see the couples confident. They believe in each other. They are the right couple, spending good time with each other, not just meeting 2 months, 3 months, and then get engaged and get married.
That's horrible.
That's a biggest mistake. I will advise my kids first, and then I advise all the other couple. Get to know each other. Spend time talking going out, understand each other. I need to see your tempo. I need to see the way if you are sad, the way if you are happy, the days that you are uncomfortable, the days you are upset, and then mirror each other and not live with each other, but live the way a nice couple living every day. Talk to each other, spend some time, and then after 1 year, 2 years, even if that take 3 years, I'm happy. Better than getting engaged and get married and then divorce. Don't do that. Take your time. Find most important person. Is that person his same mentality? They should be same mentality. They should understand each other. They should be like I always mention that you shouldn't be. I'm a kind of person. If I'm upset, if I'm angry, the other side he should be put me down, put me cool. But if they both positive, they will not live together. Then the divorce will happen or unsuccessful marriage will happen. So I recommend for the couple always to get to know each other more and more and more. And when they believe it's the right time, that they fix all the issues, all the problems, they pass all that, then they're comfortable to be close to each other under one roof. Yes, go ahead and do it.
I think they need a good balance anyway, because like a lot of the times you see people that are too different and that's not going to work. You
100%.
see people that are too similar and that's not going to work either. If you're too similar, there's no challenge. There's no nothing to get out of it. You want someone that's going to make you a little bit on edge. You know 100%. What I mean? You want someone that's going to bring something out of you. And if you're dating an exact copy of yourself, you're learning nothing. And if you're learning nothing, well, you're going to live 40, 50 years with this person not learning anything.
And I will mention one more thing as well. You need a faith. You need you couple, the one you will be deciding to be your couple or your wife future. It's good if she believe in God. If she believe, then you will be living in the same atmosphere. You will be living in the house, believing God. That's make you close to God. If you are too opposite, negative and positive, you will never meet up somewhere. So I believe this is what you want. But sometimes I always mention, look, sometimes I see couples through my life. I meet up with couples. They fight for the small things, smallest, and the small things that no one listened to. That they had a fight on that. But sometimes I see couples that they sit together and they say, you know what, I can see them reasonable, polite, believe in God, believe in each other, believing that they will have a family and mature. Mature. That's where you feel comfortable with that. If they are mature, are good. I'm very happy with that.
What is mature?
Mature, it's to understand the life. Mature, it's to take full responsibility and on the step, what are you doing? Mature, it's to trust yourself that I'm going to open this family. I'm going to be under one roof. I'm not going to let it down. Mature, it's to understand the step, what are you doing? You're going through marriage. Marriage is not something easy. It's a new chapter on your life. It's something you have to prepare for that. Yeah, look, if I'm single, I can sleep outside on the street. But if I'm married, I can't because I got a wife. I have to look after my wife.
It's serious business.
Honest to God, it's a company where you're opening a company. That company, it's make you going through a lot of things on the life. You have to pass that. You have to be ready for that. Mature, it's to understand your position on that company. Okay, you have to never let it down. Keep yourself up and up and up, and you will survive and you will pass all that problems.
Do you think weddings are happening right now because of love or desperation more?
A wedding? No, I believe it's in love. No one will get married because of desperation or something like that, or because if you want to get married. Maybe you find that once a moon, if someone come from overseas here and he want to stay, he finds someone to get married. But then you know what? After a while, when you live with your partner, that will become a love.
Okay.
When you live a lot with your partner, that will turn to love and passion.
How?
Look, once again, when you live in one house under one umbrella with a wife, so then that wife, it will becomes the closest person to you. So when it's closest person to you, you will say, okay, I have to take that partner as a friend, not just as a wife. Now I treat my wife as a friend as well. And sometimes I sit and I talk to her about myself, about my situation. And you know what? Guess what? She give me sometimes ideas where I never thought about it. And you know what? After a while, I realized she was 100%. And I follow that. So sometimes it's not about just you make the decision. No. If I'm living with one person, let me take his advice as well. Maybe his advice is better than mine. And you know what? And then stable that. And you know what? Treat your wife like the way you want to be treated. And to get advice from your wife, it's good as well. Because sometimes one idea, two idea, it's better than one idea.
Yeah, definitely.
And plus, the more you get to live with her, the more you get to respect her more, the more you get to love her more. Maybe you will not understand that now, but if you ask your dad now, he will tell you same things. We say al-ashra. We say to live with your partner, you're going through a lot of things. When you first get to know her, to meet up, and then love, and then marriage, and then kids, and then grow up, and then I'm living with the wife day by day. One day I got money, one day I don't have money, one day I'm rich, one day I'm poor, one day like that. All that life, all that train you're going through her, this is love. You will love that person because you live with him for many years. You will treat him like you have. And if you do that, you'll be successful. That's why if you treat your wife good, you'll be happy. If you take your wife as a friend, you'll be happy. Two ideas better than one.
What about the hardships? How do you get to stick through the tough times? Because obviously, as you know, not everything's sweet and dandy all the time. Like you're going to have times where you're just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Yet you have to stick. You have to stay there. How do you do that?
You do that by educating yourself, educating your partner. That's what we're going through. And talking about that, putting everything on the table, discussing that, going through the problem together, going through that tunnel together, then the picture will be much easier. If you just keep everything on your head, on your heart, and not explain that to your wife, then tomorrow will be much harder for your wife to understand what's happening. But now, if I talk every day to my missus and I explain what's the scenario, what's the situation, what are we going through, if we got money, if we don't have money, we got bills coming, we got this and this and that. If we discuss everything, she will be in the same tunnel. She will be in the same boat. So she's walking with you. She's not going to make it more difficult for you. She will make it much easier for you. So she will understand that. And she's a part of you. She will take that pressure from you and will live together. And that's the best part of the life, by the way. I tell you what, you be honest with yourself, with your wife, and get to know each other more and more and talk to them every day about everything's happening. Everything will be much easier. And plus that, you have to love your God. You have to have and believe in on your house. If you don't have that, I don't believe anything happened. So I'm taking you back again to believe. So I'm saying here to discuss with your wife everything, every matter, everything. If you're going through everything, all the hard relationship, all the hard days and the relationship, it will be solved. It will be fixed. Why? Because you're going through that together and she will understand where you're coming from, and the gap between you and her is not going to be much because she's with you from day one. She's been in the process from day one. But if you lift the gap, you haven't spoke anything to your wife from day one, and you want her to understand what's happening, that will be too hard. But if every day you talk to her what's happening in your life, what's a hardship you're going through, then everything will be easy.
What's your favorite quality about your missus?
The good things, I put a trust on her. She believes in God. She's the best mother. She treats the kids very good. She supports me a lot. She's a clever. She advises. She's polite, and she loved me.
You really did just give me a whole shopping list.
And I love her.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I asked for one, he gave me the whole thing.
And sometimes the feeling you can't stop. You're asking her questions and you're going back. And for me, I live every day with that wife. Look, I believe something. The wife, it's one of the most important foundation in your life. If you have a good wife, you will have very high rise building of love, successful family, everything. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have a good wife, that will put you down. No matter how much you're successful, no matter how much you're good, that will put you down. I'm not saying that you're not going to be able to stand again. No, you will. But that decision to get a partner in your life is the most hardest decision you make in your life.
Why?
That will make your life successful and successful and successful, or miserable and miserable and miserable. I tell you what, no matter how much you're clever, no matter how much you're good, no matter how much you are perfect, no matter how much you are a hard worker, making money, if the wife, you and your wife not happy, and every day problem, your relation will go down, and that company will break down to two. And your motivation will go down, your personality will go down, you will never be like before, and all that kind of stuff. But if your decision, we always say but, if your decision are 100% good and you find the right partner, if you think you will be doing in your life 50%, and if you have a right partner, you will do 90%. Did you get my point? So, to select a good partner, that will keep you 100% more positive and more successful.
You're a firm believer in the saying, behind every great man is a woman.
100%.
Oh, yeah?
100%.
You think it starts with your mom?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. Look, mother, it's always the foundation of the family. Mother, it's always the base of the generation and the future of the family. Whatever you teach in your family, it will happen. Now I still remember when I was young, we had our family. We were 9. We were 9, including my dad and my mom. We were young, and my mom, she used to say to me, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, do this. You have to sleep early so you can wake early morning. You have to work hard to make like that. Don't pinch. Don't take something that does not belong to you. So all that things, it's been in our head. It's been in our brain. Now, I'm telling my wife, well, my wife knows that, teaching my kids how to do that and telling them every day. My wife, she go and teach my kids how to pray, how to do this. This is wrong. This is good. This is bad. This is like this. This is like that. And and that's what I said to you. That company of marriage, 60-70% independent on the wife. If your wife are believing God, not educate as a school way, believe in God, a smart woman, to know how to prepare the family, she will help. She will make your life easier because your kids, while you're working 8 hours and 10 hours outside the home, providing the food to the family, you got someone supporting from inside the home, preparing everything, putting your kids on the right way, educating your kids, putting them in a good faith, putting them in a good belief, and give them that support to become number one family. Are good questions. Did I take you to different corner?
No, he didn't. He didn't. Kind of opened another corner in my head. Not that I'm thinking about it.
Have you got any other questions for me?
Plenty. I don't go by this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't go by this. Are you an emotional person, Jimmy?
Yes, I am.
When was the last time you cried?
Last time I cried when I lost my dad. 2006.
But
thank you.
That's a very long time ago.
My dad was a hero. My dad, he was my angel. My dad was my best friend. My dad was a father, friend, supporter, advisor, manager, director. I believe everything in my personality belong to my dad.
Why?
Why?
Why do you think that?
I grew up on the shadow of my dad, under the shadow of my dad. I used to spend a lot of time with my dad. I used to see my dad, what he's doing. I follow him, and I love his personality. I love the way he was talking to people. I believe 50 or 60% of my personality, it becomes from my dad.
What about the other 30%?
Other
30%. You got it from your mom? Or
No, I believe I got that from myself. My mom, she was she's a good woman, good mother, polite. Things like that. When you live on the age of 18 years, I believe from age 13 until age 18, I was working with my dad. So I spent a lot of time with my dad. I took a lot of personality of my dad. Then when I left 18 years old from my country, Iraq, my mom were not there. But you get to build your personality, your prestige by yourself. Okay? If you've been teaching at home to be a good person, you will be like that. Wherever you get from dad and mom, that will be on you. Natural. But when you get to one age, 18, 19, you have to select yourself the way you want to be. Then, I mean here, this is you. You get to certain of age, you will say, that's my personality. Yeah. I want to direct myself in this way. Yeah. So you follow in that way. And then after that, you got things in life make you change a lot. Personality change a lot, because especially the environment where you live, that would make you as well change your personality.
Who's the most important people in your life?
Most important in my life? My family.
Really?
My family.
All the close people?
My family. I'm talking about my wife, my mom.
Also the direct?
Yes, my mom, my son, my daughters, and my brother, my sister.
Any friends?
And friends.
How many?
Friends, maybe they're not much, maybe 2.
Do you keep your circle small?
I'm a kind of person, I used to believe a friendship in Iraq used to be good. Since when I left Iraq, I don't believe I got a good friend here except maybe 1 or 2. There's too much. The life here, it's complicated. It's not like Iraq. Iraq, I remember when we used to have, let me say, 25 cents. We used to call each other, me and my friend, we're going through dinner tonight, whether I invite him or whether he invite me. And that was our life, believing each other and believing day by day. Where here, the friendship is not like before. It becomes more complicated, too much pressure on the life, too much negative side on the life. So that keep you out of our friends. You keep busy with your life, with your dreams, with your activities. So it's not like the old friend. Old friend, it's I don't know. I don't feel we have a friend. Okay, maybe now we become more mature, and you select your friends in different way. Not like in Iraq, you select your friend based on your next door neighbor or your friends or the one in the school. Where here, you select your friend because of his movement, because of his steps, because of his way of thinking. Sometimes there's too much. I can't say friendship here. It's good. I don't believe a friendship here.
Do you think it's more based on benefit?
Probably we say 90% yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's not all that bad. Like, if you have a few friends you see a guy that's like really good at business, and you want to be friends, and you become friends with this person, it's not that bad to have business dinner discussions with this guy, because you do have a few things in common. But you shouldn't limit it to that. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, you have this friend who's like really good mentality, and you feel attracted because you want to be like a person like that. You want to be with a person who's like doing good for themselves, because you don't want to surround yourself with losers and
Correct.
naysayers and people that are just gonna bring you down.
Correct.
So I get
but
what you're saying.
That's a different kind of friendship. I'm talking about. I think I'm talking about a big friendship here, which is a friendship where you can sit and tell him all your secret. Where sometimes you got a friend here, you will say, "Hi, how are you? How you going? It's good to see you again." But he's not your friend.
I don't think these are friends.
Okay, there's a friend where you can sit with them, you can eat and drink, but you're not going to tell your secret.
I don't think.
But there's a friend you can sit and talk And if you need something, you will ask him. If you need his support, you will ask him. If you need his to be independent on him, you will ask him.
Yeah.
That's what you call friend. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That figure of friends.
Yeah, I go what you mean. They are more harder to encounter.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. And
that's because of the hard life in Australia, because of the pressure what we live in and seeing here in Australia. That's all about it.
It's a lot of feelings.
I haven't said anything like that since when I remember. To be honest, I was very honest with everything. I went through a lot of things. Your questions were left and right, up and down. Took me from when I was in Iraq to Turkey to here. So that was amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. You know what?
Glad you enjoyed it.
I will be asking my kids to watch that 100%.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How old are your kids? They're small or?
I got 22 and I got 19, I got 13 and I got 11 and I got 8.
Big family.
Yeah,
God
I
bless.
worked very hard.
MashaAllah.
Thank you.
Do you love having a big family?
I love that.
Really? Why?
That's make me comfortable, make me happy. I love to see a member of the family around you. You know, when you get older, you can see couple of kids, not just one.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm happy. I love that. I love kids. I love family.
Yeah. I mean, my parents, they have big families as well. I don't know how they managed to decipher two. So my mom had like 7 siblings in the house. No, 7 members in the house. My dad had 9 siblings.
It's the mentality of our people always to have good family. It's good. And I always loved the big family. My family were 9, my parents, including us. Now I got 5 kids. It's very good.
Do you think it was harder? Do you think it was easier to cater for big families back then?
It wasn't easier. Don't think it was easier. I don't think it was easier because heart was still, the life was still hard over there. But the mentality of people over there, it was, they come from village, they come from mountain, and it's good to have too many kids because you know what? The parents were not educated that good. It's good to have a big member family. You know, if someone do that, one of the kids do this and do that, and the other one do the other things. So everyone do something different. So at least they were going to survive better way. It wasn't easier because it's not easy to get 6, 7 kids and you still and only one income. It's not easy, no, at all. And plus, it's how about the hard work inside? How about the school? How about the fees? How about all that stuff? But it wasn't easier, but the mentality, it was, we have to grow up more bigger family. Where now a lot of family, they have 1 or 2 and they say it's too much because of the commitment, because of the pressure, because of the expensive, because of the bills, because of the pressure on them, a lot of things. But if the life are comfortable, why not?
Yeah.
If the life are comfortable, why not? So I believe the life was more comfortable then. The mentality were more comfortable.
More comfortable in what way exactly?
Okay. Over there, back in years in Middle East, there were not too much home loan. So to live 8 in one bedroom was a normal.
Okay.
Where now you can't live, each one has to have his own bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. And a family of 3 people, they need 2 bathrooms. I believe we used to live 7 in one room. Back in Iraq. 7 members of the family in one room. Then we moved to 2 rooms, and then we moved to 3 rooms. Okay, 7. And now, I'm telling you, a husband and wife and 1 child, they need 2 bathrooms. They need 3 bedroom.
Yeah.
A single mom, she's looking for 2, 3 bedroom. So the comfortable of the life, it's Before, the mentality was, I accept that because the life it's like that. Where now here, you got more, you put yourself on more debts, on more complicated stuff, and more pressure, and that's what's making the life harder and much, much, much deep.
I understand. Because someone was talking about it the other day, and they think that back then it used to be cheaper. That's why it was more comfortable. But yet again, the pay was shit. They didn't used to get paid a lot.
Exactly.
Like,
No, I don't think it was cheaper. Look, but the family or the person used to believe this is our life.
and they have to care no matter what.
They have to occupy with that, and they have to live with that, and that's it.
Yeah.
Where now, no. Where now, no. I'll tell you what. Now, you see people here. They don't want to live on rent. They don't want to rent. They want to go and buy straight away. So they put themselves on the mortgage, couple of $1,000s every month, and of course there's a pressure. And to have a pressure, that will make you not in the mood to be thinking 100% straight. They will put you under pressure. That pressure will make you to decide sometime a wrong decision.
100%. I got one more thing to discuss.
Go ahead.
Something that I always notice about you, I think everyone notices it too. Something that's very popping in all of your photos, wherever you go, when you talk to people, when you do your work. The suits, man.
That suits, okay.
The suits. Where the hell do you get the suits from?
I'll be honest with you. I've got a big problem with the suits.
You have a problem with the suits.
I'll tell you what, because you know what? Sometimes there's people to become fussy with that. People sometimes using one suits every 2-3 years. I use sometime 40-50 suits a year. And if you ask me how, I'll tell you what. If you go and check my wardrobe now, you will find maybe around 70 suits there.
You're joking.
I'll be honest with you.
Why do you have 70 suits?
Okay, I'll tell you what. Because at one stage, I start believing you can't have same suit every day.
Okay.
So I try to have every color.
Yeah.
And I start having black, 6-7 of them, green, 2-3 of them, and let's say gray, another 4-5 of them. And you know what? I try to make a difference between this party to the other one, that one, and the other one. And I sit with myself and I say to myself, why I have to do that? Because I don't know, I can't explain to myself, but you know what? To see myself every day in same suit, I can't do it. So I have to wear different tie, different suit, different things. So it becomes my important things always to check on suits. And before I used to fly overseas to make 6, 8, 10 suits, bring it from overseas to here, and it was costing much cheaper than buying from here.
Yeah.
Where I used to buy a suit from here $400-500. I used to fly overseas. I make 10 suit for $1,000.
You get them tailored?
Yes.
Custom made?
Custom made.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But they look good. Like each and every single one is a different color, and you pair the shirts and you pair the suits, and they look good.
I try to be always on. I try to be always good, looking good, and yeah.
You do a very
I
good job.
always look for new and new and new.
Always sharp. Always meaning business.
Oh, thanks God. For this age to do like this, I'm good. I'm proud.
It's very good. It's amazing. You look good. You do good. You sound good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, what else? Oh, you said something about your kids watching this. I also wanted to do one more thing. If your kids were listening or watching this, say 10, 20 years from now, what is a message that you would want to send to them if they were watching like right now, 20 years from now?
Next 20 years?
Yes.
I love you to be good. That's what I'm going to say to them. I love you to be good. believe yourself. The way I work hard, you should work hard. You should be honest with yourself, and you should trust yourself. You should be good. And we always say, a hard worker will get there. Put a dream for yourself, get your aim there, and follow it, and work. And the most important thing is be honest with yourself and trust yourself. And in the next 20 years, maybe I will be alive.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So, you know, they're probably are working something around with stem cells and whatnot. I read something about it the other day. They think that the new 90 is going to be 120.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So
my mom wasn't happy about it.
So then you will be married at 40.
You think so?
Yeah. Next 20 years you will get married. Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, probably I'll do your wedding, the last one, and then I'll retire.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you do the closing for wine? Like your last one, your final episode?
Well, if you get, book from now.
That's a Jimmy Odisho finale.
If it's over 15 years, no.
A lot.
I gave myself another 15 years.
You still have it in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 15 years, probably I will do it, and then after that I will retire.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
I'll probably then.
So I'm sure definitely you will
years.
have a good chance from now to another 15.
I'll be 37.
Yeah, it's good. It's good age.
Yeah, 37 to get married.
Not old, not
Really?
young, which is very good. Yeah, I don't recommend. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a kind of person. I love the kids to get married young. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I always tell my son as well, when you're over 30, get married.
Why?
Why? Because you be more mature, more understanding the life. You already built yourself. You already good have a good foundation, good base. You made something for yourself. You're not going to. When you're single, you can do anything you want. But when you're married, you can work 18 hours, 19 hours.
Yeah.
You have to have limited hours, and you got family.
Yeah.
You have to support that as well. You have to be there as well. You have to be with them always. So when you're single, you can work hard. You can work. You can build yourself. At least when you're in age 30, 32, 34, you got something there. You prepare something for yourself. You build a house for yourself. You work, you done something.
Yes.
But when you age 20, 22, 24, 20, why are you thinking about that? It's too early. It's too early. I believe when you age 30 above, get married, yes, no problem. That's what I believe. At least when you're in age 20s, you will fall down in a lot of problems. You will not understand a lot of things happening. But when you're in age 30 and plus, you will avoid a lot of problem.
Okay.
Your mentality will be completely different. It's not going to be like when you're in age 20s, where you will think different. Your vision will be different. I think you will be more mature and you understand the life more.
Oh, but you know, Jimmy, some people when they get to 30, and even if they pass 30, they still think like children. If you know what I mean. They call them man babies.
Yep.
Like you look at a guy who's like early 30s, mid 30s, he thinks like a child, yeah? And then you compare him to a guy who's mid 20s, early 20s, late 20s, and he thinks like a man.
I mean, I'm with you 100%. I agree with you. The age is not that number to build everything on that. But what I mean with all that, okay, if you study and you finish your year 12, you're 20 years old.
Sure.
By the time you start working, by the time you do something, you can't build yourself within age 20.
Financially, yes.
Financially, you can't be set up. You can't be ready, especially now with a lot of the cost of wedding, the cost of the life. It's
That's
a lot.
fucking expensive.
You know, to go and book for your wedding, you need 150,000.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so how much your salary will be? So are you telling me like in age 20, 21, you can open a house, you can buy a house, you can pay for all the wedding? No, you can't.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I mean, to base yourself, to have something, to work a little bit, to put yourself in a good level, and then you decide to get married.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not going to be on a 20 or 25, 26. So I believe that's my opinion. 30 and above, yes, go ahead and get married.
I understand.
Because at least you got something there.
Yeah.
And at least you don't go, at least, and also you went through a lot of your life. Like sometime, you know, the young generation now, they don't understand what's a life look like. Okay, if you don't face it, you will never realize how hard is it. So you have to work. When you're in 19, 20, you're not going to work. But when you're over 20, you will realize, I always talk to my son about that. I said, when you were in 16 years, it was like now? No. So when you were in 17, it was like 20? No. When you were in 20, it was like, no. Because, you know, you start realize how the life are and how difficult is it. And you go that by yourself. It's not like when you're young age, you think different. When you're mature, over 20, 22, 23, 20, you will realize, you will face the life more. I see now my son. I take a sample of my son. My son now, he's a full responsible on company or building company. I know how hard he work. I know how complicated is it for him, you know, to do this and this and this. And he's taken all that pressure. And, well, that pressure is not like when he was in 19. Okay? But he have to go through that. If he go through that hard time, then later on, he will exactly realize what's the life mean of the life. And plus how the life is difficult. And plus he will get to know what's right, what's bad. Now he's dealing with a lot of things in his life by himself. I'm supporting him. I'm all the way on his back. Okay, but you know what? Now he's facing everything on himself. Where before I was in the picture, now he's on the picture. Now he's realizing what's this, and it's more difficult for him. And I can see he's in a lot of pressure, but I'm sure 100% next couple of years, he will be on the top of all that, and his decision will be 100% correct because he gave that a decision based on experience. And this is all, as you know, you can't buy an experience. To go through that, you will get an experience.
You have to go through the whole thing.
And that's what I say.
You have to go through the whole
So once
motion.
again, the age is not based on what age to get married.
But it shapes you up, yes.
Yeah.
I got what you mean.
But the experience is very important to go through all that, and then when you feel comfortable, you can make your decision.
Yeah, 100%.
So looking forward.
I'm looking forward to. I've been down a little bit the past few days, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you know what? I think I start my interview here by giving you feedback about you, and now I think I will be ending that interview with that as well. I've seen you a motivated person. You're still young. You got a lot of motivation. I'm excited, you and your team, to be successful. Wish you all the best, and we're there to support you wherever you want. I told you that from day one.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm repeating that again. If you want any support, we're here to help. And not just you, all the young generation, they need to support here. We're here to help. We're here to do whatever we can, help that kids, or that's our generation or our kids, to put them in the right way. Because you know what? If there's no kids, there's no future.
100%.
Generation after generation. We done what we have to do. Now you guys have to take all that to the next level, and then the other generation will take over, and that like that, the life will continue.
100%. You kind of surprised me when you said you were happy. I thought you were going to be down with me too.
No, I'm very happy. I'm a positive person. I always put myself, I'm a positive. You know, I wake up in the morning, good health. I got the food there, I got the drink there, I got my wife there, I got my kids there. I'm healthy. Yeah. Thanks God for everything. I'm happy.
But to be fair,
that's what I believe it's most important. Qana'a.
Qana'a is there, But if Qana'a is there with what's happening with our club, we wouldn't be fighting right now. Do you see what's going on with Liverpool? Have you seen what's going on?
Well, unfortunately, you know what? Some stuff we can't control that. But I believe we will come back. I believe they will.
Did you see the game with Tottenham?
I did, and I was.
They released the audio files today.
Yes.
It was horrible.
I think they send apology as well.
They did, but what's the point?
And I think they will be second that linesman and a referee as well. They will be sacked. They will be out of.
They have to.
Yeah, they will do that. And as Klopp said, now we're talking about something. In past. We can't change anything.
Yeah.
But we were not happy with that. And please, look, no future mistake like that. And it's important as well that everyone realize now we play much better.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
With 9 players, we defended very well.
Yes.
We the first they scored the goals, and and plus we play with 9 players. They couldn't score.
At their home field too.
We had on goal.
Yeah.
And
it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like the players got fatigued, they got tired, but we got fucked over. Like I was listening to the whole thing today, and I don't know, like I'm not a big conspiracy guy when it comes to these things, but they took their time to release the audio files, so you could think that they cut something here, cut something there,
I'm sure
fixed it there and there. Like it sounds very deliberate. Like you don't just call something as an offside, as an onside goal, because in the audio, in the room, they told him that it's on, and then they were like, oh no, we thought he gave it on. This is not how it works. You get paid something like 60, 70, 80,000 a year, and this is not a human mistake. This is deliberate.
Right. That's right, 100%.
And if we lose the league by 1 point, I might just call it a day and stop watching football altogether.
I think they will credit us later on with maybe in different favor.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
They could do that. Yeah,
they can do that.
They work like that.
As you know, now everything's possible these days.
Yes, but I'm happy with the club just putting their foot down. I'm happy with the club just not taking shit from the Premier League or the pig mold, because it happened with other clubs and they didn't say anything about it.
That's right.
But when it happened with us, they put their foot down and said, "We're not taking it."
And there's one more thing you have to understand, that we haven't bought that much players. We haven't spent that much. Comparing to the other clubs, what Chelsea and Arsenal and United spent, we haven't spent nothing.
Yeah, we haven't.
And we sold a lot.
Yeah.
And we make money.
Yeah.
And as Klopp said before, some other teams, they don't have any ceiling on spending money.
Yeah.
But we do have.
Yeah.
We do have. So comparing to what we're doing, we are very good.
Yeah.
And plus, obviously, everyone dreamed to get something. We're looking to get something. But I'm sure 100% that we will be in the top 4 this year. Top 4. And we'll do something.
Oh, they run it properly, yeah.
Yeah. Now, there was a good news as well that Klopp did not accept the invitation to be a coach for German international club. And he stick with his commitment. He said, I got 2 more years.
Yeah.
So he may extend that.
He could.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'm looking forward January, then when window open to purchase that player. I believe if they purchase another 2 defender, we will be in good position.
We'll probably need another defender.
2 defender. Yeah. I'm not asking anything else. 2 defender, and we will be on a 100% level. We will defeat anyone.
If they do that, I could go to my first Anfield game probably next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I tell you what, from my experience, you know how we play final with Tottenham?
Yes.
I fly all the way from here to Madrid.
Yeah.
I fly all the way from Melbourne to Madrid to watch the game.
That was crazy.
And guess what? When I went there, excited, our Liverpool fans, and we score, we win.
Yeah.
And I was very, very, very positive then, very positive. I wish you were there.
Yeah, no.
But next time, I promise I'll take you with me. If there's any
100%.
final,
That's it.
I'll take you all the way with me.
To be fair, we're winning the Europa League this year. So.
On me, next time.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
So on the way back,
Yes.
on the plan, my seats next to me was a Tottenham fan. And he goes to me, I can't believe, and Aussie as well.
Yeah.
He goes to me, I can't believe we lost a game with you, and now you will be next to me all the way in my trip. And I said, do you want me to talk about the game? He goes to me, no, just leave me alone.
He's the one that opened the
He
conversation.
said, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't want to
swear
talk
to
about
God.
that.
I can't believe Tottenham made it to the final.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they believe either.
We play much better than them.
Of course.
And even this game, we play much better with them.
Yeah.
Honest to God, we play much better than even if we play away.
Yeah.
We play away. We play better than them. And we were better side. And we had good opportunity. But the referee destroyed the game.
Oh, disappointing. Very
They
disappointing.
destroy the game and they make too many mistakes. Now, all the media, all the media channels talking about the biggest mistake he done as a referee, as a linesman, and plus all the other small mistake as well. If you watch the game, Mo got yellow card. Van Dijk got yellow card. Jota, he got
for nothing.
From
the first
nothing.
yellow.
Okay, Jones.
Even Jones. That was not alright.
It wasn't at
That
all.
was
It
not
wasn't.
alright.
But I don't know. Maybe they admit. I'm not going to say that, but I will say. It wasn't fair that result happened.
It
But
seemed deliberate.
we will come back.
Oh, 100%.
As that guy said, I'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
We will be back.
2024 Premiers, come on, Liverpool.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, man. I'll take you to a good bar. There's a good bar called the Impy.
Oh, that's good.
You've been to it? Have you been to the bar, to the MP before?
No.
Okay.
We go.
Once we have a good game on a good day, I'll take it because it's a Liverpool bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Everyone there is a big diehard. We'll find a good time. I'll send you a message, and if you have nothing, we'll organize.
Yeah, we'll go there.
100%. We'll replicate that.
Make sure the team with us, huh?
That's it. Yeah. Now he's a Barcelona fan.
Is he?
Yeah.
I remember. This is something for you, just to let you know. I had a good mate now, which is my best friend now.
Yeah.
He was an Arsenal fan.
Oh no.
Arsenal fan, and I believe we were sitting together, and when we beat Barcelona 4-0,
Yeah.
when we lost 3-0 on their ground, and we were sitting there, and I said, "How about if I tell you tomorrow we're going to win?" He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
His name Luke. He goes to me, "No, you're going to lose." I said, "You're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we got nothing to lose. We have to put up pressure. We're going to win." He said, "No." I said, "How about if we win 4-0 or 5-0? What's going to happen?" He said, "No, it's not going to happen." I said, "What's going to happen if we win?" He said, "I swear to God, I will be one of the Liverpool fans." I said, 100%? He said, 100%. I said, "Let's do it." And then we beat them.
Yeah.
When we beat them 4, he took his hat. He said, "I told you, I swear to God, I will be one of." Since that day until now, he's buying anything belong to Liverpool, he's buying. I went and I bought a hat for him. I bought a dress, T-shirt, and I said, all the way, and now all the way. And sometime when I miss something, he called me, he said, "Did you see what's happened?" Now he's flowing, 100%.
Shambolic.
So I'm trying to convert the people
What a
from
gooner.
Barcelona to...
No, don't try since the childhood. No.
We'll see. You guys act like you're gonna win the Champions League this year. That's not happening.
You never know. They had good days.
They have an easy group, but apart from that,
But they had good days. I mean, they've done a lot.
Like
past.
at this moment, this transfer market, Joao Cancelo, Joao Felix is getting better. Gundogan, Pedri's now come back from the injury. Araujo is back. Like the first test is gonna be against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Real
That's
Madrid
good.
is like,
You're getting grilled against Real Madrid.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Did you watch the game against Napoli?
Yes, they won 3-2.
I know.
Away.
The last win, it's 4, isn't it? 4-0?
When
You guys win?
the last time we played them, they
No.
won.
The last game you played.
No, we played.
Yeah,
them
they played 4-4 or
friendly.
something. Was it friendly?
Friendly in the beginning of this season.
No, not the friendly. Not against Madrid. Against like last game in the league for Barcelona.
league.
They won 4-0, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. They're doing all right,
Yeah.
but not good enough. I don't think so.
Let's see.
They get grilled.
I think they will be struggle a little bit financially.
Oh yeah, I saw
that's-
something about them getting banned.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I've been to Barcelona as well. I've been to Barcelona my first trip with my son, 2012.
Is he a Barcelona fan?
Huh?
Is he a Barcelona fan, your son?
No.
Oh, just
My
like that.
play, my son, he used to play for Upfield.
Oh yeah.
Then he was being selected to play with Port Melbourne.
Okay.
Then he was being selected to play with Football Star Academy. Then from Football Star Academy, they said, we got a tour to go to Germany, from Germany to Holland, from Holland to Barcelona,
Oh yeah.
to Espanyol and Barcelona.
Yes.
And I said, okay. So that was on 2012.
Okay.
So I bought the ticket for me and my son, and we traveled all the way there. And at that time, they were classical
Yeah.
between Barcelona
2012.
and Real Madrid. And this is in 2012.
2012.
And you know what? They were draw. I know you're trying to find the score.
Yeah.
Was
They
that
were
the one that
2-2.
Messi and Ronaldo scored?
Yes.
Same
Yeah.
game? Yeah.
Yeah, we were
That was
sitting
a crazy game, man.
And you know what? That's what I said. It was a good game. We have good atmosphere. We enjoyed the trip there. It was a great.
Yes.
So I've been there, and I've seen how crazy
It
Barcelona's
was Camp
fan.
Nou, yeah, or Santiago.
Now the old,
No, it was Santiago,
the
wasn't
old
it?
one there.
Yeah.
no.
The
Was
Camp
it-
Nou.
Was it in
Camp Nou,
Barcelona?
Camp Nou.
Camp Nou. Yeah.
Camp Nou. I went there. You know what? I was excited. I was trying to buy my ticket to go to the game.
Yeah.
So I prepared to buy the ticket from here while I was here, and I paid 500 euro. And then guess what? I went there all the way there, and I found people selling the ticket there, 120 euro,
No way.
just outside the field. Outside, they telling me, "Oh, you want to buy?" And guess what? I went there. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I saw all that Middle East flag
Oh yeah.
everywhere, Iraqi flag,
Yeah. Probably 'cause-
all the Middle East flag there.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I said, what's it? They say, oh, because you know what? Barcelona is very close to Middle East. It's
Yeah,
7-8
to
hours. So
Yeah.
everyone traveled there.
And it was peak Spanish football back then. Like everyone, because I used to be in Iraq back then, and 2012 was more like civil war in Iraq. If you're watching football in Iraq for Barcelona and Real Madrid,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's one or the other. There's no in between.
Black and white.
Black and white, 100%. You
have to
walk
choose.
into a cafe, and if you're walking into a Barcelona-based cafe, you celebrate a Real Madrid goal, you're done for. You're finished.
And let me tell you that. So I took my son, and I said, we're going to the game to watch that. My son, he said, I'm going to be supporting Barcelona today, Dad. And I said, well, if you're supporting that, I will be supporting Real.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't be same.
Keep it interesting.
Okay, because I'm a Liverpool fans. Okay, and we went there, and guess what? Jesus, God, 110,000
Jesus.
in the stadium there, and you know what? They wake up when Barcelona starts scoring. The field was amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm checking here. There's only few people. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do anything. And then at one stage, Cristiano Ronaldo scored a goal to draw.
Yeah.
And then I wake up like that. I say, oh, hold on. And I'm doing that. And then someone from there, he said, F word.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Sydney, don't do that. I said, come on. And I'm wearing a Liverpool dress, huh? Just to let them know, I'm a fan of Liverpool. I'm wearing dress.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm here with my son.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that they draw there, 2-2.
Yeah.
It's a good experience.
Was it good?
It is.
Classico is something very special.
Well, I want to plan to go there, but once they finish with the Camp Nou.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's be honest. Barcelona as a city, it's something very special.
Yeah.
The nature there, and the history there, all that old building there. It's something heritage style, It's giving you something very special. It's like the old cities, and they got transport. It's very, very good. You go to the bus. It's a double level bus. There is a headphone on the bus. You just put it there. You'll be listening to 100 language.
Jesus.
Will explain to you where you're in now,
Yeah.
which street you're going, and any language you select.
Mm.
So it's something very special. I realized that, and plus, the food, the heritage,
The food.
the garden, the weather, everything is good. I find Barcelona much nicer than Madrid.
They say that a lot.
Yeah.
Much nicer than Madrid.
Everyone who goes there, they say it.
They say that a lot.
And between both of them, I jumped on a taxi on Barcelona. They were talking bad and horrible about Madrid people. When I get to Madrid, by the way, when I was in Barcelona, Barcelona, they speak in French language.
Yeah,
They don't
Catalan.
speak Catalonic.
Catalan,
Yeah,
okay.
that they don't call themselves Span.
Yeah, they call themselves Catalan. Yeah,
Catalan, yeah.
From Catalonia.
And the language are
It's different.
where when you go to Madrid,
Cool.
you will never find not even one pen on the shop belong to Barcelona or Barcelona team. You will never find that.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Honest to God.
there was like a big war between Madrid and Catalonia to separate.
Yeah, because it was more than football.
Yeah,
it was
like
political too.
Political as well.
And political plus, you know what? As one of the guy goes to me in Barcelona, he said, the government holding the money all in Madrid, and if when they doing something, when they renovating, let's say this city here, they renovate one city, and they renovate in Madrid 10 city. If they build one street, they build 10 street here. So the discrimination is a little bit there available. So
Yeah, that's crazy. And it got translated onto the pitch with football.
oh yeah.
And that's where people put
Especially-
their blood.
So
into
now,
it.
exactly. Now, if they got the chance, they will be separated.
Separate, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This kind
And
of
it
sort
will
of
happen, I think, one day.
Yeah, it will.
kind of difficult though. Kind of difficult,
Difficult.
just because of where they're at. Because
Oh,
if
yeah.
they do separate,
Yeah.
it's kind of financially damaging
Because
to them.
Catalans will be very, very,
Very small, yeah, it's very small.
country.
It's kind of hard to keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a plus. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, I think Andalus is very nice. Like if you go to Cordoba, Granada, Granada, the Andalus, Ashbilia,
Okay.
Sevilla, they're really nice. They have that old Arabic style mixed into it as well. Like I've got a friend
You know,
there
in
right now.
Barcelona, I realized there were in Barcelona only there were about 2 to 3 million Arabic Morocco
Yeah.
people living.
Yeah. Because it's very close. It's
Yeah.
very, 'cause Spain and Morocco are like basically like
One next
kissing.
to- Yeah,
they're touching. Like there's one like small. What do they call it? Madiq,
Yeah.
Hermes. I don't know what they call it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh no, Jabal Ali Talaq, something like that. I don't know. We learned about it in
Yeah.
geography. It's been ages ago.
I know. Long time ago.
Anyways, man, we've been talking a lot.
No, good.
I think.
When you said to me it's going to take 2-3 hours, I couldn't believe that.
Yes.
Now it's
Look
really
at the time
bad.
right now.
Now,
Yeah.
really, it's 2 hours.
It is 2 hours. Are you surprised? Did you feel it?
No, because when I sit with some people I love,
Yes.
I will never check the time.
Yeah. No, you don't check the time. That's what I do too.
And your questions were very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. It took us to a very important and sensitive memories and point. I never mentioned that in my life. And we went deep on it, and we covered a lot of things.
I'm glad you did, because I think when you share things like these, people that are listening, they can learn something out of it.
Of course, 100%.
And when they listen to Jimmy and they look at what kind of a person you are today, and they compare themselves to what they are today, they think that if he went through exactly what I'm going through and he made something for himself, then I can do the exact same thing.
100%.
Which is,
100%.
it's very good.
To start to get to the 1,000 step, you have to start from the first step. To get from the first step, follow that, follow your motion, follow your belief, put an aim on yourself, you get there.
Amazing. All right. I think this is a sign for me to wrap it up. Before I wrap it up, I say thank you, Aksan. Thank you, Spectrum, for providing the space. Thank you, Jimmy. Anything you want to say?
Well, thank you so much for the great company we had today. And thanks for your channel. And thank you as a team. I'm very proud of you and wish you always to get successful and be happy. And God bless you. And I'm sure 100% you will be successful. And God bless you.
Amazing stuff. Thank you for listening, guys. You have a good one. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.